Yanmega is an aggressive new attacker from Destined Rivals. Don't get it twisted. That energy cost there, I get it. 3 grass and a colorless looks like a lot, but there are ways of getting that set up really quickly. And if you are looking to play a fast rogue deck that does a decent amount of damage, then Yanmega might be the deck for you. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about this Yanmega EX deck. Shoutouts to Soli Sombra, who played this to a first place finish at Muji's Dojo. Yanmega EX is a stage 1 grass attacker with 280 HP. With the popularity of Grimmsnarl right now and Charizard popularity growing, Yanmega is really awesome as a way of one-hit KOing those threats. And it's pretty easy to set up thanks to that buzzing boost ability, where once during your turn, when this Pokemon moves from your bench to the active spot, you can search your deck for up to 3 basic grass cards and attach them to your Pokemon. Well, 3 basic grass energy and attach them to this Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. So really you just have to attach from hand at some point, and then you get the 3 when you move into the active, and then you can do Jet Cyclone for 3 grass and a colorless. You're swinging for 210 damage, and you move 3 energy from this Pokemon to one of your benched Pokemon. Ideally, you're moving that energy to another Yanmega EX, and then you just kind of pivot between Yanmegas, attaching energy, grabbing more from the board, and just swinging for a consistent 210. You can play this going second. I prefer to go first, so that on that second turn, you are swinging for an aggressive 210, and hopefully you're running your opponent over before they can even get set up. The deck runs a 4-4 line of Yanma and Yanmega EX, giving you the best shot of getting this set up quickly. And it's paired up with a couple cool cards here. We do have the Dunsparce and the Dunsparce. We've got a 4-3 line of them, and both of these have a very important purpose. Dunsparce is here because it's got a free pivot, so you can, in between KOs, you can move the Dunsparce into the active, pivot out into the Yanmega EX, where they can then get the energy. And then we also have the Dunsparce, where its runaway draw allows you to draw 3 cards, and then you put the Dunsparce and the Dunsparce and everything attached back into the deck, so that you then have, especially if you've got this in the active, you draw your 3 cards, move it out of the active, move your Yanmega in, attach more energy. And as a tech card here, we've got 1 copy of the Dunsparce EX, where it has 2 attacks. First one, Tenacious Tail, where for 1 colorless energy, you do 60 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon EX in play. Against certain EX heavy archetypes, you are going to be one-hit KOing some pretty awesome multi-prize Pokemon. And then its Destructive Drill attack for 3 colorless energy. Again, with that Yanmega Jet Cyclone, we can power the Dunsparce up pretty quickly. It's 150 damage, and it's not affected by the effects of your opponent's active Pokemon. So 150 Shred is going to help you in scenarios against stuff like Cornerstone Mask, Ogerpon, Mimikyu, and Crustle is on the rise as well, and you will be hitting that for 150 damage when they have that effect that blocks attacks from EXs. This one can still hit them. Iron Hands is here as well. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get an Iron Hands attack off in this particular video, but we do love it for amp you very much for a lightning and 3 colorless, do 120 damage, and if your opponent was knocked out from this attack, you get to take an extra prize. Now, we oftentimes use Iron Hands EX as a way of knocking out smaller evolution Pokemon, and that's still very much the case here, but there are opportunities to take even bigger KOs, because Yanmega EX swinging for 210 is a little underwhelming. But if you can go into an Iron Hands and swing for 120, at that point you're two-shotting pretty much everything in the game, and you can take 3 prizes on a 2-prize Pokemon instead of 2. So something to think about with this Iron Hands. Last but not least, we've got Fezandipiti EX, where we can draw 3 cards if one of our Pokemon was knocked out on the previous turn. If you really want to get weird, you can use your Yanmega attack and move that energy to Fezandipiti, and you have access to Cruel Arrow, where you can snipe for 100 damage. For trainer cards, we've got 4 copies of Dusk Ball. This is a card we don't really see in competitive play all that much, but I do love it in the context of this deck. Lets you look at the bottom 7 cards of your deck, and you may may reveal a Pokemon you find there and put it into your hand, then shuffle the others back into your deck. It gives us more options to find Pokemon that we need. We're looking for the Dunsparces, we're looking for those Yanmegas, and in particular, after your opponent plays Iono and you land on a Dusk Ball, you can very easily get those Pokemon back. We've got 4 copies of Morty's Conviction, where you can only use this card if you discard a card from your hand. Not that big of a deal, but you get to draw a card for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And this is extra cool if your opponent's got Area 0 Underdepths in play, at which point you could be drawing upwards of 8 cards. 2 copies of Super Rod, where you can shuffle 3 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy from your discard pile back into your deck. Even though we have a lot of energy in this deck, I do find that the Super Rods are very important because in particular the energy disappears very quickly. 3 copies of Iono for hand disruption. Both players shuffle their hands and then put it to the bottom of their deck and then draw equal to the number of prize cards you have remaining. Great way of seeing new cards and also disrupting your opponent's hand and potentially giving them fewer cards if you're behind on prizes. 1 copy of Turo Scenario, where you get to put one of your Pokemon in play back into your hand, and this serves 2 purposes. If you've got a Yanmega that's been damaged, you can just take it off the board, but it can also act as a way of getting something that can't pivot out of the active out of play so that your Yanmega can go in and get the energy from the deck. 1 copy of Pokemon Catcher, where you flip a coin. If heads, switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon into the active. This is a way of gusting that still allows you to play your supporter. Prime Catcher is also a item-based gusting option. This one works a little differently. You are guaranteed a gust where you get to switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon into the active, and then you switch one of your Pokemon into the active. In particular, if you can move a Yanmega into the active and then get the extra energy acceleration, amazing. 4 copies of Ultra Ball, discard 2 cards from your hand, grab any Pokemon from your deck. 2 copies of Jamming Tower, which shuts off Pokemon tools, and that's a really nice way of shutting off some really annoying things like Bravery Charms and rescue boards and things like that. 4 copies of Buddy Poffin to get 2 of our basic Pokemon with 70 HP or less into play. Keep in mind, though, that's going to be great for getting our Yanmas and Dunsparces, but we don't have that for our Iron Hands and our Fezandipiti EX. You're gonna have to get that with an Ultra Ball or a Dusk Ball. Maybe you want to go with Dusk Ball probably works better than Nest Ball. Nest Ball's only basics. Dusk Ball can grab you basics or evolutions, and it puts them in the hand. And you really want to have that Pokemon in your hand so that you are, in particular, the Dunsparce, so you can trigger the effect of Runaway. No, that doesn't matter. But yes, Dusk Ball. That's what it has. Maybe you want to squeeze in a Nest Ball or 2 in here for those other Pokemon as well, especially because we have a ton of gusting in this deck. 4 copies of Boss's Orders, gust an opposing bench Pokemon into the active spot. And I actually don't mind having 4 Boss here because in the grand scheme of things, you are doing a less than ideal damage more often than not with Yanmega against some of the bigger multi-prize Pokemon. So if you're able to consistently target down things like Squawkabilly or Fezandipiti EX or chase something down that your opponent had retreated to the bench, having all of these gust options is great. But this is something you may want to tone down a little bit in your build of a Yanmega deck. Last but not least, we've got 2 Lightning Energy, 1 copy of Jet Energy, which when you attach it to a bench Pokemon, you launch it into the active. Again, another way of getting Yanmega into the active to get 3 energy, and we've got 9 Grass Energy in here for our Yanmega attacker. The deck can go first or second. I definitely see the benefits of going second in the sense that you can play a supporter, you have a better opportunity to set up your bench. I have found that going first feels really good with this because turn 2 you have a decent shot of going into your Yanmega EX, swinging for 210 while your opponent's still setting up. If they get off to a bad start, you can just run them over with Yanmega EX, which is what I think the deck's really trying to do. Your firepower is a little underwhelming in this deck, and even going into some of the cool attackers like your Iron Hands, that's going to take some time to set up because you're not manually charging 4 energy on here. You're going to go into the Yanmega swing and then ideally move into the Iron Hands later. But you really want to go fast with this deck, set up as quickly as you can, and just run your opponent over before they can set up. All right, let's get to these matches. We are going first. We've got an Iono to freshen up our hand afterwards. That's amazing. Let's go and grab ourselves our double Yanma here. I think there's an argument to be made. No, we need double Yanma. And we'll wait. Yeah. Well, oh no, we'll attach here. We'll attach to the Yanma. And then, yeah, this has got free retreat, so we can just pivot in once we're ready. Okay, they get their Spike Myth. And yeah, at the very least, we can bump Spike Myth. And I'm not sure there's tools. Okay, they get themselves a second Impidimp. I respect that. I really hope they don't. Would love to use the Iron Hands here at some point in this matchup. Or in this video. At the time of this, I don't know what order the matches are going to be in. Haven't had a chance to use the Iron Hands. But anytime you can use Iron Hands, it's good. Okay, let's go. We get the Dunsparce down. Love that for us. We get the Yanmega out. I put it on the wrong one. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine, actually. Because we can do this. We bring the Yanmega up. We have the Lightning Energy now. So, you know, we're just going to say that was all part of the plan, right? All part of the plan, right? We got the Lightning Energy in play, and now we can potentially set up an Iron Hands or something. Oh, that was such a bad look. Okay. We do have another Lightning Energy, though. And I kind of want to get rid of... Maybe we get rid of a boss and a grass. Let's go grab a Dunsparce here so we can draw some cards. Yeah, it's just this one. Okay. Arguably shouldn't have done that because... Okay, we get the Dunsparce here. We get, like, a bit more reprieve here, which is good. We're going to go 1, 2, and we'll keep the Lightning Energy in play just in case the moment arises. Now, getting rid of... Or, okay, there it is. I was going to say we need another Yanmega. So they run a lot of Iono in this deck, so we cannot guarantee that we will have this as an option going forward. And they get 3 Impidimps in. And let's see, do they have the rare candy? This deck doesn't run much rare candy, right? Like 1, maybe 2? I haven't played Grimmsnarl in a minute. I enjoy Grimmsnarl a lot, but haven't played it in a minute. They have a Cook. Okay, heal 70. Sure. Let's go. They go Punk up. They'll swing for a decent amount of damage here, and we should take the 1-hit KO. Okay, Arven. Hero's Cape. Okay, perfect. Yeah, then we're just jamming tower that Hero's Cape. Yeah, the Hero's Cape was gonna protect them otherwise. And yeah, surprise, surprise. We've got... Oh, jamming tower is still blocking them anyway, so that's not doing anything. Now, it would be nice to get something... I guess we can move between the two. 2 Yanmegas in the immediate term. They only attach 2. I respect that. But yeah, the Hero's Cape's not doing anything with jamming tower in play. It is just not. So they are still getting blasted here. And I don't know if they knew that when they played the Hero's Cape here, because this was not the time to do it. Anyhow, we are going to enjoy our game plan here. Let's get rid of a boss. And I think we get... No, we kind of want to hold on to the Fez. I think we get rid of the Lightning Energy here, actually. Let's go grab ourselves a Yanmega. And we'll go hard retreat. Move this one into the active. Attach a whole bunch of energy. Oh, no. I should have super rotted first. That was not ideal. So let's keep that in mind for the next one. Let's go and attach. I think we're still okay. I think we're still okay. And let's just go swing. We swing for 420. We were still gonna one-shot them anyway, even without the jamming tower. Yeah. Yeah, we've still got this energy here, so we are fine. But this is an incredibly tough look for our opponent. Yeah, it would be nice to get a third Yanma down so we don't get punished too bad here. Monkey Dory, they've only got 2 cards. Drayton. Okay. A Pokemon and a trainer you find there. If they can find a Grimmsnarl rare candy combo, that would be kind of cool. Oh no, they just get another Drayton? That is not it. Okay. Alright, so we get a Dunsparce down. That's cool. And let's go attach our 4th energy. And we can go... Do we Morty's here and just get, like, draw another 2 cards? Is that worth it? I don't think it is. I kind of like all these other pieces right now. So let's go and Jet Cyclone. And we'll move the energy off. Now, if they gust up... If they somehow boss KO this Yanmega, that's going to feel really bad. Really bad. At that point, we basically just lose. But they've got 2 cards in here. What are the odds, right? What are the odds? They need, like... They have Drayton, so they could get Rare Candy. If they're going to play Drayton here, they need Rare Candy Grimmsnarl. And then they don't get to gust up this Yanmega, and we're still okay. Right? Okay, they get the Spike without. They get 1 piece. They need a Rare Candy right now. Right now. Right this second. Oh no, they just find another Drayton. They are cooked. They are cooked. Oh no. We get the win there. GG's. So yeah, we just set up. I mean, Grimmsnarl is a very popular deck, and this is a pretty hard counter to Grimmsnarl. You are setting up incredibly fast. Grimmsnarl can set up pretty fast as well, but we did have the upper hand on them, getting the Yanmegas out and having a pretty steady chain of Yanmegas to go back to back on. And even with the Hero's Cape to try and counteract, I think that I could be wrong. I think against Teal Mask Ogerpon, that attack is not doing enough damage with the Hero's Cape on, but with Yanmega EX, you're doing just enough damage to take that out. So even if the Jamming Tower wasn't in play, we still would have one-shotted the Grimmsnarl. So we'll take that win. GG's. How does Yanmega... I should have read... Yeah. Pokemon moves from your bench to the active spot. You may search your deck for 3 basic and a Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Okay. So we will want to... Okay, yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect. We're going to go in Buddy Poffin here. And let's go grab a Yanma and a Dunsparce. Have some more cards. And then... Yeah, we have the Jet Energy for turn 2. And we can actually just attach to the one in the active. Right? I don't even have to do anything crazy here, because we are going to get the energy from the Jet Energy launch, which is kind of sick. And we can Dusk Ball, look for the bottom 7 cards and see what we can find there. Monkey Dory. If they're only getting... Okay, they're going to set up a little more here. And what are we up against? The Dark Energy and the Dark Coin with the Psychic. Maybe it's Gardevoir, maybe it's Grimmsnarl. Who knows? But yeah, this is once during your turn. When this Pokemon moves from your bench to the active, search your deck for up to 3 basic Grass Energy. So let's try and go fast here. We will take out the Badoo. Oh, we can't play the Dusk Ball because they're going to item lock us. Yeah, this potentially a Grimmsnarl. It might just be a Badoo deck too. The whole Frostlass situation. Let's see, Double Monkey. Not a fan of that, but let's see. Do they have the rest of the setup here? If they do not, they are in trouble. And this is why we wanted to go first for situations like this. So we go in Yanmega, and we launch. Now, where we're going to run into trouble... 1, 2, 3... is that after the attack, we have to move the energy to the other one. And if they item lock us again, we could be in trouble. So let's go and move 1, 2, and 3. Hopefully we can play our Ultra Ball. Oh, there we go. We got the Yanmega EX. Great. And yeah, we're rolling. We're rolling. And now we've got a bunch of energy on both. Let's go and see where they go. Are they going to do again? It looks like that's the plan. Just item lock us again, sure. And we're not going to leave any crumbs. They've only got 2 cards, so if the best triple Monkey Dory... Oh, here's the Iono. That's actually a little unfortunate there. Hopefully we have an out to... We don't have an immediate out to a Yanmega that we can play, because item lock is going to be in effect. But we'll see. We do have a Dunsparce to help draw some cards, and that's really nice. And I think we're going to actually Iono first to throw the... Dunsparce back in afterwards, I think is the play. Or we could Morty's Conviction here and just get more cards and discard a card for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Yeah, that's actually a lot. So let's go get rid of the... Yeah, we'll get rid of the Buddy Poffin, just draw a whole bunch of cards here. And we do not get what we're looking for. We're going to runaway draw. And we get a Dunsparce, which is nice. We get another Yanma here. But we don't get the Yanmega. We still have enough to take out the... Razor Wing is still going to be all right here, but... And do we want to... Well, we can't catch her here. We'll just go and swing for 30 here with the Razor Wing. There we go. Up 2. And now they can start moving some damage, which is profoundly annoying, right? They can go 40... They could take out the Yanma with all the energy, and that would be not great. But let's see. Can we keep this momentum going? Yeah, if they can move 60, yeah, this Yanma is dead. And that's yeah, that looks like that's going to be the play. Is the play to take out the Frostlass? It might be to take out the Frostlass, because that point we just don't leave any energy on the board. Also, my hair's an absolute disaster here. I've got a hair appointment tomorrow to cut all this. It's been growing way too long. But let's go and put the Dunsparce up. And if they just wait. And yeah, let's go and try and gust up this Frostlass with the Pokemon Catcher. We do have a Fezandipiti here as well. Bravery Charm and Night Stretcher again? Are you kidding me? Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's profoundly annoying. And we're gonna get Iono too. This troll deck. Oh, Prime Catcher is amazing. Yeah, we can't Prime Catcher here. Jamming Tower is nice though. And Turo is actually great as well, because we can get the Dunsparce out of play. We do have to keep in mind there is potential for a TM Evo play here. And I'm going to throw Jamming Tower out. And let's go and Turo away the Dunsparce. And we'll bring in the Yanmega, which now is going to get the energy. And we can put this Dunsparce back down. And I guess we'll put the Lightning Energy could be important for an Iron Hands play at some point in this match. I think we're just going to go Jet Cyclone, not attach here. I guess we arguably could put the energy in play just to have it for something later. There's our Yanmega. Yeah, this is the Badoo item lock. Hopefully they don't have any more of this, because this is profoundly annoying. And they can now move 60, and they'll probably move it to the Dunsparce. That sucks. But hopefully there's no item lock here, and we can take out the Frostlass and slow things down a little bit. Though this deck probably runs multiple Badoo. Okay. Okay. I hate these strategies. These are super annoying. Interesting, they go attach the Luminous to... Oh, and we lose our Yanmega as well. That stinks. Oh, they're going to have to do that to retreat. That's why. Now, where we're going to run into trouble, potentially, is... Yeah, we can bring in this Yanma to take out the Badoo. Okay, let's see where this lands. 50. They might be setting up for a Devo play here. Yeah, I would have taken out the Dunsparce. Don't give me draw options here. But let's see what they're cooking. Let's see what they're cooking. They're just going to Mind Bend? Okay. For the confusion. Sure, pile on that energy. Let's go. Yep, the Dunsparce is fantastic. We can go draw a whole bunch of cards. And we don't have... Okay. Dusk Ball. Let's go and see what we can grab. A Dunsparce. Okay. And a Yanmega, please? Ooh. Iron Hands could be good here, too. I think we got to go with the Yanmega, though. And let's go hard retreat. And we don't have the energy, which is fine. And do we take out... I think we have to take out the Frostlass here. I think we have to take out the Frostlass because this is going to make the Monkey Dory that much more dangerous. So let's go and take out the Frostlass here. And we'll go and move the energy to this Yanmega. Unfortunately, they could potentially take... not yet. They still have a bit of a mountain to climb there. But we do have to keep that in mind. Is that this Yanmega could go down very soon if they get enough Monkey Dory stuff rolling. Maractus is profoundly annoying here. If they just trap the Yanmega, then we could be stuck here for a while. And I'm not sure what the answer is to that. Oh, or they're going to trap this one. That's actually fine. Like, well, we might get KO'd here, and that actually sucks if we try and attack this. What's the play? Are they going to go for the corner trap? If we swing on it, we're going to get KO'd, and that's going to be a problem. But we get to move the energy to this one, and that's kind of something that I want. All right, they might be able to run a Devo play later or something. Oh, no, they can't. Okay. Let's see. Are they just going to item lock here, or do we get to move the energy? Bum, bum, bum. I think they're going to go for the corner trap. Yep. Now, as long as we don't get TM Devo'd on the following play, I think we're okay, right? I want to attach this Lightning Energy, and we'll move it. We're going to swing. And yeah, this is going to blow up on us and drop, what, 6? Okay. 1, 2, and let's keep the Lightning here as well. And they're not going to knock us out right now. Thankfully, they are short, and they don't have another way of getting damage on the board. We do have a Dudunsparce. That's going to be amazing to help us draw some more cards in spite of the item lock. So they're going to need, like, a crazy TM Devo play here or something. But thankfully, we've been able to chain our attacks pretty consistently. They do get an Artisan down, and it might be worth getting a Yanma down, a third one. I mean, we're pretty far into this game at this point. Yeah, potentially to just thin. Let's see where they go. 80. Yeah, if it's just one card and that's not... If they're just item locking here, like, they are cooked. Yeah, they're still short. Alright, so unfortunately for them, they do not have it. We don't have to do anything crazy here. And unfortunately, yeah, we have no energy here. But that's okay. We are going to take our final swing and close this one out. So there we go. A steady stream of 210 damage. Able to get through this trolley deck. And look, I've seen videos on this one in the past, and that is a valid playstyle and all that. And I've definitely lost to this deck in the past, but thankfully we do have some movement options here. We have ways of drawing cards with the Dunsparce, a pretty consistent way of setting up our attackers in the Yanmega EX, and even the Yanma EX was able to take a knockout on the Badu, so we were able to power through there pretty convincingly. GG's. We've mostly been playing this deck going first, but we'll try it out going second, and we'll see what happens here. We do have a Turo, so we can scoop this up if we absolutely have to. They hit that turn 1 Secret Box. Looks like we're playing against Gardevoir. And I think this is probably a bad matchup for us. Yeah, I don't like our chances here. Do not. If they get fully set up, especially, yeah, then we are in trouble. I think we just kind of have to out-tempo them. And the fact that they have Iono in hand, they have I think they have multiple Ionos. I may have seen. Anyway, yeah, Earthen Vessel. Oh, okay, yeah, they do have another one in hand. So I would expect the Iono, which means they're going to send 2 of our Yanmegas to the bottom, and that sucks. Okay, let's see. There's a Yanma. I like that for us. Let's go and Buddy Poffin, and we'll get a couple Dunsparces down. And do we go for 3 here? Yeah, maybe we go get a third one. A third Yanma here. And we'll just wait. Now, how do we get a 4th energy? That's what we need, because we can Turo this out. That's fine. Oh, are they gonna attack, or are they gonna TM Evo? I think they're gonna TM Evo and give themselves the option for the confusion later. So yeah, definitely Iono. That's unfortunate. If we get a Dusk Ball, we will be able to recover those. We do not, but we get the Yanmega. We have the... We need, like, 1 more energy here, which is profoundly annoying. And I kind of wish that they had set up their bench a little more. Ugh. Yeah, they're going to go and set up the 2 Kirlias here. They have so much energy in the discard pile. I hate that for me. Makes me sick. Okay, double Kirlia. We will be able to get 3 out. Oh, they prized the Kirlia. They prized a Kirlia. All right, so what are we doing here? We can draw another 3 cards. I think we want to get rid of 1 Morty, 1 boss. And let's go grab a Dunsparce just to get a couple more pieces out here. And let's draw up. Runaway draw. Lots of energy. That's not exactly what we wanted. Let's go and Artisan here. We'll throw that Dunsparce back down. And I think we have to... Morty's Conviction here. Yeah, unfortunately, like, we're still... We're going to get 3 energy on, but we can't get 4. And that sucks. So I don't think... Oh, we can send their active Pokemon to the bench. Do we want to do that? I guess so, just to get the... Yeah, we'll do that. Just so we don't have to deal with the Monkey Dory attack, potentially. Let's go and see where this heads. Because, yeah, we have all the energy now. We can hard retreat, attach a 4th energy, and go from there. But this does get kind of annoying here. If they knock out this Yanma, then we have to find another way to get 4 energy in play. Because, yeah, we can get 3 and attach, but then if we have to... If I can't just attach 3, it's a problem. There's a whole pivoting thing that has to happen here. So they do attach a Psychic Energy, and I think they're just going to go for the Confusion attack here, the Mind Bend. And that's kind of annoying because they do make that a potential easy single prize KO later. Or, yeah, they soften up the Yanmega for the following turn. So I like that move for them a lot. There's the Dunsparce EX. I don't want that. Let's go and Dusk Ball here, see what we can grab. We grab an Iron Hands, could be kind of spicy. If we could find the Lightning Energy, that's the problem. So we're going to just take the Dunsparce instead. And let's draw some cards here. And I think we want the Curlia. We do have the option... Oh! 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 Okay. We're going to hard retreat. One, two, three. Now, only 3 energy... Oh, because we have all of the energy in hand. That's why. Okay, so let's go and attach the 4th one. And let's go Artisan here for another Dunsparce. And let's go Boss KO this Curlia. At which point, do we... I'm not going to try for Iron Hands right this second. That's not a clear-cut play that we can make. So let's go and attach 3 to... Yeah, so now they're going to need a rare candy play. And we do have Boss, so we can just gust up the Ralts if they don't get that set up. Or if even they get it to a Curlia. We're still kind of sitting pretty here. And do we just run them off the board before they can even start? That would be hilarious. Okay, they're going to get Fez. And we could take 2 prizes, but I think, if possible, we want to take this out. Now, the other trade-off here is that they are going to get a 3rd Ralts down. So if they are... Let's see where this goes. Because, oh, they threw one out. Okay. Okay. Do they have Guardy? If they have Guardy, yeah, they've got Guardy up. So that changes things, right? Oh, this changes things a lot. So this Yanma's probably dead. It's probably dead. Have to assume that's gone. And that's actually kind of a problem. Because I need... We do have Pokemon Catcher, so we can try and gust this up. Like, two-shotting Guardy doesn't feel great. Let's see where their head is at in terms of attacking. They do have a ton of energy in the discard pile. They might go for like a Scream Tail here. Okay. Let's see where they go. Are they just going to knock out with Guardy? Yeah, they're going to take out this Yanma. And that's... Oh! No? Okay. Are they just going to take the... What? Where are we going with this? They're going to take 2 KOs here? That's annoying. Good play, though. Good play, though. Now we are on the back foot, having lost a bunch of energy and 2 Yanmas in one go. I hate that for us. Good stuff, though. I respect that. Okay. I think we have to Turo here to get the Yanma back in. And oh no, we don't. We don't have to Turo here. That's amazing, actually. Let's go and Super Rod back in the energy, and let's go get 2 plus, or do we get 3 in? And assume that we have a 4th. I'm gonna go with one of the Yanmas back. And let's go and put a Yanma down with the Artisan. We probably could have gone with 3 energy instead. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. Let's go and Dunsparce, and we'll go draw 3. And we can Iono them now, possibly also get the Fez. And yeah, I think we go for the Fez here. If that play lends itself, no, that does not lend itself to it. Okay, so if that's not available to us, then yeah, I kind of want to hold our hand here. I hate giving them 7, but we've got the Yanmega. We have all the other pieces. I think we just swing for 210. Take out this Monkey Dory. And move the energy. And now a Scream Tail taking this out is going to feel terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, there it is. That's the play that I was concerned about. And we can't do anything about that right now. We could potentially Jamming Tower. Yeah, Jamming Tower could do it. And yeah, I think we gotta Iono their hand down. Actually, you know what? No, it's not gonna do it. Because they're not gonna put enough damage on. Okay, let's see where they go with this. They'll move 60. They take out the Dunsparce. This is annoying. They're probably going to take out the Dunsparce and the Yanma. And I don't think there's anything we can do about this. This feels terrible. I don't think this deck is going to work under these circumstances. And yeah, the Scream Tail is going to... The Scream Tail doesn't even... Like, we can't swing right now. So... They just chip for another however many. Like, we have to get 4 energy on, and they just keep sniping out our... This feels bad. Like, really bad. And I think we have to win before... Right? Because now, how am I getting 3 energy on the board? Right? And they can just snipe out any sort of Yanmas from here. And I don't think there's anything we can do about it. Like, we'll just go Iono. Like, here, we can Super Rod and, like... Actually, you know what? We can't even... Yeah, I think we are cooked, chat. Because, yeah, if they're still swinging for 80, like... Yeah, no. Because, yeah, then they'll just snipe out the Yanma again. I have no way of getting the energy down. I think we're just going to have to hold this L. Yeah, Gardevoir, if we had gotten... Unfortunately, Gardevoir setup is a ridiculous deck. And they have multiple options, whether it's the Drifloon taking things out. I thought they did a really good job managing their Monkey Dories and moving damage around and taking smaller attackers out that we didn't set up fast enough. And maybe there's something to be said there about managing our Pokemon on the bench a little better. But we kind of had to have those Pokemon on the bench in order for the system to work. And they had ways of blowing that up. And blow up, they did. So we're going to have to hold that L. GG's. There we go. That is a look at Yanmega EX as its own deck. Maybe there's an opportunity to tech it into something else at some point, but as its own archetype, it's a cool rogue tier archetype, definitely something to counter some of the big dark attackers like a Grimmsnarl or a Charizard EX. But we saw in the Gardevoir matchup, that felt absolutely miserable, realizing that my opponent had multiple ways of shredding through the deck, whether it was from sniping out the Yanmas on the bench or the Monkey Dory stuff. Maybe Drifloon could have easily come in and just blasted through a Yanmega, and that match seemed like it was going to be pretty bad. Iron Hands could have been great in that one to turn the tide a little bit. We did not get Iron Hands set up in that match, unfortunately, but that could have been something I could have done better. Looking at the matchup table on Limitless, this matchup, Yanmega versus Gardevoir, is terrible, and that's definitely a problem because Gardevoir is one of the most popular decks in competitive play, and that maybe put you off on playing Yanmega EX. But at that point, like, how concerned are you of the meta if you're playing? I guess you're concerned of Grimmsnarl and you're willing to take the L to Gardevoir, but I'm not sure everyone's willing to take that. But I do think it's a cool archetype that is fun, fast, aggressive, and just different. So if you're looking to play something a little unique, maybe this is the deck for you. But for now, I gotta get going. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at InThirdPerson. You can find me on Twitch at InThirdPerson, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So until the next one, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.